Hi, my creative peeps. This is Craftin' Just Because with Chris Cowan. And today's project, we are using this Bloom and Grow bundle, and it's got some dies that match the stamp set. And I created this little tint treat holder that is carrying some Hershey's Kisses, and then I also have a Kiss lip gloss that goes in it. And so today I was featuring the colors Night of Navy and Pineapple Punch. And so I'm going to show you how to make this fun project. First, I wanted to show you the dies that it comes with. It comes with, I kind of have all kinds of them here, and I've got Post-it tape on them so that I can make sure that I die cut it out nice. But there's, let's see here, 1, 2, 3 floral sprays. There's some great sentiments in here, and they're quite large, which is nice for bigger cards. And then it also has little flower die cuts, and then it has some dies that cut out the leaves and the floral bunch there. Oh, and then there's also a edge die as well. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with our project once I get these in here. Okay, so first what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna bring in your paper trimmer. And you're going to take a piece of cardstock that is cut at 4 1/4 by 11, and you're going to turn it onto the 11-inch side, and you're going to want to score it at 4 1/2. Let me get out my... So you want to score it at 4 1/2, at 5 1/2, and then at 6 1/2. And what that does is that makes your little tent fold for you. So what you're going to do is you're going to burnish those score lines, and then I'm going to just go like this, so it kind of makes like an M shape, and get those score lines nicely pushed down just like that. Then you want to come in, I also cut a piece of Pineapple Punch cardstock, and it is cut at 4 inches by 4 inches. And I am going to use this little bunch of flowers, just this little piece right here. And I'm going to stamp Pineapple Punch all over the outside. So it's just tone on tone color, but it gives that paper a background, which I love. So we're going to go ahead and stamp that all over the paper. And I like to turn my stamp so that it's going all different ways, and you want to go off your paper as well. Okay, so there's what you've created here. I think I'm going to add a little bit of a tip there, and then I want to add some down there. There we go. So now that's all over the random stamped all over the Pineapple Punch cardstock. And let me get a little wipe so we can make this quick while we're doing our cleanup. I'm also going to get this here really quick. Okay. Grab my bigger block for our saying, and I'm going to grab the You Are Simply Wonderful stamp. I like to line up my words here on my mat and then get them down on my block. And what I have is a 7/8 by 4 inch piece of Whisper White cardstock. And I'm going to come in with my Night of Navy, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment. Okay. So I'm going to just center that into the middle of that cardstock. Just like that. Perfect. This is a pretty simple project, but it it does kind of add a pop to what you're doing, and I like to do that with gifts. I think people don't expect gifts just wrapped up so wonderfully, and I think people appreciate that. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with my tailored tag punch, and I'm going to banner the edges of my cardstock. So what I do is I just put it in the center and do that. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. Just like that. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and adhere our piece of Pineapple Punch cardstock. And there's going to be a little bit more left up at the top here because that's where you're going to put your holes. So go ahead and make sure that the bottom and the sides are center with that piece. Go ahead and get that layered down nice and straight, just like that. Okay. Then I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm going to put some on my little banner piece here. I'm just going to add that to the bottom there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take one of our 3x6 gusseted bags and you're going to fill it with your goodies. So I have some Hershey's Kisses here. I'm going to just pour those in there. And then I'm going to add that lip balm that was the Hershey's Kiss as well. Just like that. So they're getting some candy and some lip stuff. And then I'm going to fold it down just like that. And I'm going to add this just to the top. And I'm going to keep it secure, holding it together. And what I want to do is I'm going to measure 1.5 inches on both sides is where I want my lines, or my holes, sorry. So I'm gonna do 1.5 right there, and then 1.5 right here. I have to re-pick this up. Okay. So holding that straight with that all the way to the edge, I'm going to come in with my hole punch. I'm going to hole punch that down just like that. And then I came in with my polka dot twill ribbon. And you know what I had to do on my other one, just because this is bulky, I had to go each piece separate. So that's what I'm going to do, just so that I don't ruin the look here. Just was easier for me. If you can get it all the way through in one punch, that's awesome. I just wasn't able to hold it and get that threaded through at the same time. And it's not hard to do here. As I say that and I struggle, that's because I'm on camera. And then get that through the front, and then we'll do the other side. And then all that we'll have left is to color our little floral spray. This is an awesome set that could be used for weddings, birthdays, every day. I loved playing with it. I received it as part of my Lovely Stampers Artisan Design Team Challenge project stuff to work with. And I have to say, I love it. Okay, so once that's all in there together, I take and then I just tie a knot here, and then I tie it up into a bow and kind of fluff the ribbon back out since I was manipulating it a little bit. Got sticky fingers today. And then we're gonna trim off our little edges. Okay. There we go. Then I just come in with my paper snips and get those edges. Oh, my bow's kind of all over the place. I'll play with it here in a minute. Okay, in the meantime, I went ahead and stamped one of the floral sprays here. And I'm going to use my Pineapple Punch and Night of Navy blends to color this in. And I'm also going to add some Mango Melody, the dark one, because just for more color. So I'm going to go ahead and just color these in. And then I'm also going to be adding a little bit of Wink of Stella just to add some pop to our project here. Okay. I think I got those all done. And then I'm going to come in with my dark and I'm going to do the centers of my flowers. So I'm going to kind of do that. And then I'm going to do the outside of the little flowers. And then we'll do the light Night of Navy to blend that all together. Okay. I love Night of Navy and Pineapple Punch together. It just pops, the colors pop together, and they're very springish, summery. Oh, I forgot we got to do leaves, so we're going to need to bring in, looks like I'm going to use some Granny Apple Green, so I'll be bringing those colors in here. Silly me, didn't get them out ahead of time, but that's okay. Who would have thunk? You see, I forgot a flower anyway. So let's get that colored. Okay, so I'm gonna bring in my Granny Apple Green and do the dark for the stems. Okay. Oh, whoops, right there. And then all we'll have left is our Pineapple Punch. These are great colors together. Okay, so then what I did is I took the dark Pineapple Punch and I just started coloring in from the inside, and then I colored in some of the petals going out. And the same thing with this one. And then we'll color, oops, I want to do one more, I think. I'm going to do this outside one. There we go. And then I'm going to come in with my brush tip and blend all that together. Okay, so there's our finished color job. And then I'm gonna come in with that Wink of Stella and add it all over there. Just like that. And then we'll flip this over and add some dimensionals to it. Just like this. And then we're going to go ahead and add this onto the front of our package. And there's our beautiful gift package, all ready to be gifted to that someone special in our lives. So I thank you guys for joining me. Stay tuned on my blog to see more projects featuring this awesome Bloom and Grow bundle. And if you have any questions, as always, you can message me. But until next time, I'll talk to you later, my creative peeps. Bye-bye.